Hi everyone, this is Chrissy and Vera. It's Happy
Halloween Eve.
Yeah, there you go, Eve.
Halloween Eve.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk about things that go
Bump
in the
night.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we're afraid, right? We're in our room,
yeah.
we hear things that sound like a knocking or a rattling or all kinds of weird sounds and creaks and
Especially
all kinds of stuff.
when you're by yourself.
Yeah, when you're by yourself, yeah, in the middle of the night, it's very dark, it's scary.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing.
Right.
Because a lot of times it's our spirit guide or a loved one on the other side.
Right, or our angels that are, hovering over us.
Mm-hmm.
Like my niece, she was scared one time because she saw this black figured person like hovering over her in her bed. It was her guide.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and he was a monk in a past life, so that's what he wore.
That is so cool.
Because it was his favorite life, and that's how he, came to her. But what can we do to get them to not scare us?
Well, we could ask them to, we could ask them actually for a specific message.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what they can do is they can even manipulate like electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And so, people, it really freaks some people out if all of a sudden their printer goes off or
it goes on and it's not plugged in.
That happened to me. That happened to you too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
At the office.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That happened to me at home. But it was with a really good...
And I was alone.
Now that, see?
Yeah.
But see, we get scared.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's just like a tendency that people kind of jump to fear. But, one of the things that you can ask your guides is to ask them for a specific message. Like, because they can manipulate things like lights. They can blink lights on or off. You can ask them to give you a message and blink it once. Or drip the water faucet. One drip for a yes answer and 2 drips for a no answer and that kind of thing. So you can ask them to kind of tone it down, or you can ask them for specifics.
And not to scare you.
Yeah.
To show themselves in a way that it's not scary for you.
Scary for you. I want to tell you, there was this story, and because our guides can even manipulate things in our environment. They can manifest things. And when I was in this home in Ben Lomond up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, it's like a redwood forest, and we were moving out, so we had the whole house cleaned out, and we were still working on it though, but there was nothing on the walls, and I took down my dream catcher, and because I had a little dream catcher hanging on the door, it was kind of like a little protection symbol from a Native American life. Well, my mother watched me do this. I took it down that night, and I put it in my purse. And in the morning, when we woke up, it was back on my door. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what happened there. But it was interesting because at the time, that was when Vera and I were first doing, we were doing hypnosis sessions for a while. And Angus, who is somebody that Vera and I know from a Scottish life, Anyway, he was coming through to talk to us and give us information. And to make a long story short, he is the one who took the dream catcher out of my purse and hung it back up on the door for protection. And which is interesting because you'd think, okay, well, we already have our angels and our spirit guides around us. Why would we need protection? But, one of the things that, we've discovered is that the more that we give energy to something, it can not hold a power, but it's like when you invest energy into something. It has that
energy, because the Santa Cruz Mountains has negative energy.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of not good things that happen there.
Exactly. And so, whenever we put energy into something, it gives it more. Right. So anyway, I just thought that was amazing because our guides can do that. If you see things that are moved, or you see something that, I don't know, whatever might be significant to you, like a certain message.
One of our viewers told me that, can they leave paper clips? And I go, of course they can.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it could be as general as that.
But you know, when you find that message, it means so much.
Yeah.
When you see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's not like she had paper clips around. It's like she was needing a paper clip. And then she had none, and then she looked, and there was a paper clip.
That's amazing.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like if you're in an office and there's 50 million paper clips.
Yeah.
You know? But it's whenever it's interesting, like your situation or her situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what was so funny? At the time, when it was back up on the wall, and he said that he had hung it back up there, I was picturing it like, you know, in Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore,
yeah.
when he lifted that penny and it was like floating.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, did it like float over there, or did he just think it in his mind?
Can you imagine if you would have watched it?
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
But I think they just think it in it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But it was kind of entertaining to think it's floating across the house or something.
Yeah, that was really funny.
You know, but yeah, so that was for protection, and you know that there's things that you can use, like say because it is Halloween tomorrow and we're all going out and we want to be safe. You know, you can like the stone that you gave me for protection that's in our pouch box, the crystal
quartz, yeah.
You know, having a crystal
with you, especially if you're going to go out drinking or going to Halloween parties.
Exactly.
Have it for protection, because a lot of times the growl follows you around, you know, whenever there's like a bunch of, or in bars, or where, you know, there's kind of people that are desperate, not maybe your party, but people around that are in the bars that you don't know,
right?
You know, their situation. So it's good to have that protection.
And the growl that you're talking about is like a negative type of energy. Or
yeah, it's because of the despair that people are in. If they're, you know, have an addiction or they're alcoholics, it's like stuff that, you know, I kind of liken it to Pigpen and Peanuts. You know, you have all that dust.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's the way I used to picture it. So that's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And if you don't have an object like the crystal because I carry mine around that you gave me all the time.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that, you can surround yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. I always think of it like light particles.
Yeah, it could be iridescent too.
Yeah.
You know, like a bubble.
Yeah.
A protective bubble.
Yeah, you can do that technique with your mind. Yeah. Because everything that has energy, like the Michael canvas, the Michael Archangel canvas that I gave Vera, what do you think of when you look at it?
I feel protected.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's so great because that feeling, that energy is reinforced every time you look at it.
Yeah.
So
I sit next to him every day.
That's so cool.
Because my chair is like right here.
That's neat. So yeah, if you have something, or if you don't, you can with the power of your mind, surround yourself with that light protection, and enjoy your Halloween.
Yeah.
And did you want to tell them what this month was for us?
We were talking about Angus, who Christina and I started channeling, and it is our how many years?
Well, it's
October 25th.
11
years.
Yeah, because it was 2004.
Wow.
When he first came through and made contact with him through Vera during a hypnosis session.
It's a powerful number, 11.
Yeah.
So cool.
So we're excited
Happy anniversary,
to all share it together. Yeah. Thanks for sharing it with us, and happy Halloween.
Yay, bye.